Yo, we back live.
We are back. We got a little special guest. Hi.
Special guest.
Say hi.
So we got a good friend of the podcast, our good friend Monty. You know.
Yes.
How you feeling? And
Good.
can we introduce our little friend?
This is Harmony. You wanna say hi? Say hi.
Harmony, what's up, man?
Hey.
So
Harmony.
No, stop touching the phone.
I'm a rogie for Harmony. We know it.
Yeah, we said.
We gonna take a little drink for her. Don't worry,
What are you
Harmony.
doing?
We turn for you, Harmony. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So today's topic. What we first? Let me ask how we all feeling today.
Yeah, how we doing? I'm about to say, D, how you?
I'm sorry.
Man, you all right? Hey. When this air, he'll be 25, man. Tomorrow, when this air, he'll be 25.
Exactly.
I'm taking a B-Day drink for him a little early, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're gonna take another little drink for my B-Day, man.
A little early, man.
Huh?
What you doing for your birthday?
Got a little event surprises, so we're gonna see how it goes.
Hey.
But hey, we gonna be. It's supposed to be a good day. Man, ain't gonna let nothing ruin it though. You turn 25 once, you feel me? So how y'all?
Exactly.
What a century, right?
Like quarter century. I'm an old head. I'm an OT.
Oh yeah,
OT now. I'm at every cookout with the soda right here, the little can, just creeping, just sitting in the back, chilling.
With your cigar?
Huh?
With your cigar, you got the cigar, or you got
the chain out. Telling the kids, go ahead, run around drunk. Go to the kids, go ahead, watch out, man. Stop running around here, man. Go ahead.
Respect, OT.
OTD. But look, hey, how you feeling though?
Man, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm excited. You know what I mean? We in a new month, April, new beginnings.
Yes,
feel me? This is gonna be a great month. Now, what's on the agenda for today, man? I know it's a lot been going on.
Oh, well, Monty left. I was gonna ask her how she feeling.
I'm right here.
Okay. Well, how you feeling today?
Y'all know, gotta be your mom. I'm feeling good, y'all. It's a beautiful Saturday. My daughter's birthday coming up too. We got a couple weeks for that.
When her birthday?
Cheers.
17th, yeah.
Come on.
April 17th.
Best sign, man. Best sign right there.
Her birthday on Easter this year.
Oh, she gonna be super turned down. All the candy.
All the little things to do, the Easter eggs, chocolate, everything.
Oh yeah, she excited. She like, oh yeah.
Got the little head nod and everything. Respect. No, but today we gonna be talking about that the ARI Gherbo situation. Like, you know, it been talked about all day on the TL all week for real. You know, I guess it stemmed off how your son came back with a scratch on his knee, and I guess it wasn't addressed. ARI felt some type of way, took it to the media, and then when everything went left, so now it's just like it got to the point where ARI like take everything my son off your page, or I'm gonna expose you. Cause I got some secrets y'all really don't want to know. All this little spicy shit. Right?
Want to know the secrets? I ain't gonna swear about that. I
was like, hold. She took.
Yeah, cause I ain't gonna hold. She took it down fast, super fast.
Cause me, I would have left it at. I'd be like, yeah, baby, what you gotta tell me? Go ahead, tell the bird.
See, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out, like, for one, if your child come back home, and this is a great like time to have you on this episode too, because you can speak from like even personal experience. Like if your child was to come back home with a scratch or saying something happened, what are you gonna do? Because it's easy for us to say like, you know what, I'm gonna try to figure out everything first before I get to the bottom. Because like, you know,
I am gonna investigate the situation. I am gonna do that, but my daughter, like, you also gotta know as a parent, you gotta know your child. My daughter is rough, so she do come home with scratches anyway. But it's like, you know, it's like she don't really make a big fuss about it. She don't tell me that it hurt or this is, I don't really say too much. But if like she's the one sitting here and like explaining to me like this is what happened and this person did that, then yes, I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna call the other party. I'm gonna be like, well, what happened? Like, what's going on? You know, you can't be. I'm not gonna be aggressive about it though, because at the end of the day, you just gotta hear what the adult has to say about what happened. You got to hear the story from both ends.
And that's what I was thinking too. It's just like when you got a child, I know emotions come, because I know if it comes, something happened to my sister, my mother, whatever the case is, or my friends, like close friends, family, something happen, I get mad and I don't think rational, or I'll just do something, and I have remorse or whatever the case is, right? But the thing is that shit, it just seemed like you can't just always jump to conclusions from the outside looking into
it. No, you can't. You can't do that.
It's a delicate situation, because like, who doesn't want to believe their child? If their child tells them that they're in danger, or that they were harmed, or something happened to them, you a protector as a parent. So like, your antenna is gonna raise off the gate, like, oh, like what happened? Like, I need to know. But then, like Smiley was saying, the maturity level got to come into it. Like, you gotta be willing to have a conversation with the opposing party, because if you just take the aggressive stance, then it's just gonna be aggression, and the resolution ain't gonna be like figured out. You still ain't gonna really know what happened. Now y'all just gonna be beefing off, something that a child, like like literally a child said. Now. It's crazy, because it was a situation when I was working in the school system. It was like a pre-K student. He basically said that the aftercare teacher had hit him. And the mom came up there, tried to fight the teacher. The mother and the grandmother came up there, tried to fight the teacher. They was trying to fight the staff, everybody. Like, they came up there on straight bullshit. No conversation, no meeting, no conference, nothing. So the lady got suspended off the speculation alone, because, as a school system, you're going to protect your name first. So they're going to be like, you know what? Child said that you hit him. Well, we got to suspend you for a month while we investigate this. Now, it's like, damn, I understand where the parent came from as far as like, you angry, but how you going to just come to the school and just raise all hell? You know what I mean? Like, without even getting the explanation your child is for.
Exactly.
And the thing is, like, but I would say to like the child's offense too, if you saying something it's not your usual behavior, then I can see why the parent is coming attacking. Like when I was in elementary, right? I was always like a little good kid in elementary, but it was like the one time somebody was like, I think they was making fun of me when I was sick. I just hit them in the stomach. I get in trouble. My principal, like, I'm crying, I'm sick though, and I really don't feel good. I'm trying to ask the principal, like, you please take me to nurse. I don't feel good. She like, nah, like, oh, well, you just saying that because you got in trouble. I'm like, no, I don't feel good. So I'm like falling out in the office and everything. Nobody helping me. And my teacher, like, and like the principal, like, no, you only doing that because you getting suspended. Then my mother came in, because I guess the lady hung up with my mother. My mother don't play that. She from South America. She pulled up here on hers. I'm talking about, I don't even know if she got a knife in the office, I swear. All I remember, she pulled out the knife. That's when they had to de-escalate everything. And I'm like, all right, that's the shit. Like, I understood. All right, if you not actually, like, if you acting out the regular, then I could see why you could just jump to conclusion, because you may be right. But here, it was a situation where like this child, he was saying things with Taina, about Taina. It was just like, I didn't know if that's something you can really go off or go on. She won't be saying, what's up, man? But no, I'm just saying.
I had to mute her. She over here singing it.
I ain't know if I don't know if that's like a case where you can just jump to attack. Because when they did have that discussion, you could hear him say like, oh yeah, I hate Juice WRLD. And then he like, oh yeah, I hate Taina. Or like, so can that just be like a kid conversation? Or do you think like something really happened for him to feel like that?
I don't think like I'm like, it's so funny because if you really tell a kid no, they would say they hate you straight up. Like if you don't do what they ask you to do, if you don't let them do whatever they want to do, they would tell you that they hate you. Like that's just how kids are. Like, cause they young, so they just think, oh, you're being mean to me, so I'm gonna say this to you. Like, it's like, they don't really know what they really saying for real. It's like, they just say it because, oh, she didn't let me get a piece of candy before bedtime or something. Like, that's just what kids do. Okay, that's the kid too.
Okay, like she that's what kids do. She trying to tell you, like, yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Okay. All right. That was a good point. That was a good point.
So I mean, I was gonna ask too. So as far as like having your child basically make siblings with his you know, his family, like how do you feel about like the process of that? Like, you know, making sure that like your child is, because I seen Herb say something like how like you as a mother, like wanting to strip him from having his brother. Like what we got going on don't have necessarily nothing to do with like
the siblings. No, that's very very true. Like I feel like as a woman, you gotta know when to put your differences aside when it comes to, especially if you have kids with a man that has multiple kids. Like kids should never be involved in that. Like kids should never feel what's going on between adults at the end of the day. Like I feel like at the end of the day, because granted I am somebody, and my daughter father, he do have other baby mothers. Like regardless of what is going on or what could possibly be going on, anyway, like I would never not let my child see her siblings at the end of the day. Like those still her siblings. She still loves them to death. Like she loves to play with them. I would never let that, like I would never let my personal feelings interfere with anything.
And that's the thing though, right? Cause then it get difficult because it's like, all right.
So I just got Rogie to her. We got Rogie to you, because that just really takes a lot of maturity though. Like
it do. But it takes it on both ends. One party can be mature and the other one be childish. Because it been situations like that too. Like it's mature. It gotta be maturity on both ends. Like both of y'all gotta come to an agreement, understand this, that, and say, okay, yeah, I might not like you, but at the end of the day, our kids, they related. Like the same blood is running through their veins.
No, for sure. And like I ain't gonna hold you though. Wouldn't it be kind of hard though? Let's say if the child saying he having a bad time with the parent, how even though I want to block the relationship with the other siblings, but I want to make sure my child is safe, because that's my number one priority, my child. But if they telling me, oh well, he falling, he come back with scratches and injured, why would I let my child go back over there? Like granted, I know he can go to like birthday parties or whatever the case is, but like I probably wouldn't feel comfortable letting my child go over there, and I know he coming back with type of injuries and he don't like being over there. Like, how you think about that?
Yeah, I do. I understand that. Like, I understand that part too. But that's why it's important for the other parent. Like when your child come over or whatever, it's the parent that share all the children. Like these are all my children. That parent should be in the house at all times when the other child is there, especially if it's some type of uncomfortableness between the kids' mothers. Like the other parent should always be in the house at all times. Like there's no reason why you should be gone. Especially my whole thing, how I look at it is when a mother sent her kids to the father and the father got somebody else, the kids don't come over there to spend time with the stepmother. They come over there to spend time with their father. So that regardless of what, they should be in the house.
No, it's interesting you say that though, because like that was one of the things Yosan was saying. He told Ari was that like he hate when daddy leave and he be in the house with Taina by himself. And it's like I could understand that as far as like him trying to understand, like he's like, I think he's 3 or 4. Yeah. But I can understand him just confused, like I want to spend time with my dad. This is not my mom, and he knows that. And he sees another child that he knows is his brother, and I'm pretty sure he loves his brother. But to me, like this is how like he can end up not liking his brother. Like, do you agree with that? Like, he can have some spite toward him.
Yeah, he can have some spite toward him. Because one, he could probably feel like, okay, like my dad always with this girl. Like the way he could be looking, like my dad always with this girl. He always with his other baby, his other kids. Like it's like he could probably feel like he's not in the picture for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's their mom, so they're not gonna like what he feel like, how he feel like. Okay, this is not my mom. They don't feel like that. Like that's their mom. Like that's their mom and their dad. They have a 2-parent household. Like. They not going to somebody else's house and having a step parent and all this extra stuff. So it's just be like,
that do make it a little weird, because a lot of people definitely kept saying like you could sense like he feeling like alone because the other child probably getting more favoritism, whatever, and that definitely can lead to it. And that's why it's like tricky because you don't really know if it's whether like, all right, is it really like getting mistreated, or is it just like you just saying, just like she was saying, like the kids wants they say they hate you off some petty shit, like I'm just not letting you get no snacks when you want it, and it's just like, and then alleviate all that, they kind of like alleviate all that shit, like how you said, the person gotta always be there. Like the common denominator, which is like the father in that case, Herbo, he gotta always be there. But he an artist. He don't got time to always sit in the crib though. He gotta go to the studio, and you can't bring your child to the studio. Like it's certain ways you move. You ain't trying to have your child around all that smoke, around all the different people going in there. You trying to record. Like, yeah, I got my child, but like, should that hinder him from doing his job as well? I don't like.
I
feel like it should hinder him from like him doing his job, but it's like, all right, you want to go to the studio, like try to make it at night or something. Like make sure like you try to put your child to bed first, make sure they're comfortable. They got their little tablets, toys, whatever it is that they like to use when they go into bed. Boom, all right, explain to your child, I'll be back. Daddy, I just go, do his job, take care of some business. This is that. Like children are very understanding if you sit there and just explain everything to them. Even though they might not like it, they're very understanding. What I say is like, I'll be back.
That's interesting too, because I was gonna say, I mean, you kind of gotta. It's like, yeah, I can understand where he coming from. Like, you gotta work, but you did decide to have 2 kids, 2 different baby mothers. This is what come with the shit. Like, you knew you had to work before. I ain't telling you not to chase love. Like, you feel me? Like, you wanted to be with Taini. Cool. Like, you had a kid with her, started a family. Cool. That's what you wanted to do. But the repercussions of that is your first son, like, he gonna get the back burner of some of that. Like, he is. Because, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna have what, like Smiley said, what the other boys are gonna have. Like the 2 boys, or I don't know if she having another boy or whatever she about to have. I know she got a boy right now.
It's a girl, I think.
Or a girl. Yeah, but they not about to feel how your son feel.
100% like how y'all both said.
Your son about to be have a single mom. You feel me? And just think about it. If he around Moneybag, your family, I heard that nigga got 9 kids. So it's like, damn, I can't never feel just me.
I can't never win.
Like I can't ever get no alone time, man.
That's probably why he's so attached to his mother, because his mother only got him. So it's like she has all that time, like she could just focus on him. And especially with babies, like babies require so much attention. Like even with my daughter, if I hold somebody baby, she don't play that. Like she like, nah, like you my mother. Why you got that baby? Like she instantly come over there, like, what are you doing? Like, and that's gonna be another thing. Being as though like his brother's still a baby, I don't even think he's 1 yet. I think he only like maybe 9 months. But like being as though his brother is still a baby, he's still probably not in the walking stage fully yet. It's like he requires a lot of attention. So it's like he probably feel like, okay, well, my mom, she gives me all her attention. Then when I come to my dad, it's like I gotta share him, you know?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Honestly, yeah, that's a good point. Cause like literally you would never get treatment. Yeah.
So it's like he could possibly just feel some type of way towards her, because it's like, okay, you keep popping out these babies, even though that's not part of exactly what he's thinking, but he just like, she got something to do with it.
Mm-hmm. And no funny, like she's the reason, like my dad, when he wasn't messing with her, whatever the case is, he had more time, but when he didn't have a baby by her, he had more time for me. Like you kind of impulsive, but now, of course, he's gonna spend time with a child, like you said, needs more attention. And with Ari, when it's like Moneybag, I'm pretty sure he probably don't even have his kids around her like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
but for sure. Well, Ari, I do agree with her when she was saying like when the incident took place, like basically somebody should have called me. Like that is something, as an adult, that is something they should have been able to talk about. I do agree with her on that.
But what if it's something small though? Like you said though, your daughter for all the time.
But
right?
if she want to know, but I'm saying, but as a mother, if she want to know, like as a mother, you want to know. I feel like as a stepmother, you should take time and explain what happened, what this is, what that is, this, that, and the third. Like the father didn't have to be in the picture. Like I'm pretty sure they have each other number. If not, I'm pretty sure it's probably not hard to get each other number. They could have had that conversation on their own. Like I do understand that, but then it's like I don't know if I'm gonna say her name right, Tiana, whatever her name is. Yeah, Taina. It's like she dealing with she's still got a baby. She pregnant. That girl probably
yeah, and I think somebody told me she only like 21. Like she young.
She like probably 22, 23. Yeah.
I think she like 23.
But like but like you said, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of stress you put on a pregnant woman. And like no funny though, this is the thing where it's kind of get confusing because like outside looking at, because again, I can't speak on it too much, or like I don't have too much knowledge because I ain't no parent. But like think about it like this: if it's common, like you say, your daughter to fall, and let's say they just playing and they fall from playing, and it's like an old thing. Like it happened maybe the first night it happened. They've been there for a week, and your son go back home. She not even thinking about it. Like, oh damn, let me tell him about this scratch. Or if he fall, it just come from playing. So I'm not gonna really call and say, oh well, he fell from playing, cause like it's good, like he was good type stuff. Like it's
but I think he also had said something about like she threw a pillow at him and like there's a whole bunch of stuff that led up to him.
Like he was basically making it seem like she was flat out harassing him.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand. I'm like, that's why I was kind of confused. I'm like, a pregnant lady not beating him up, but like kind of just
doing all that, like
and it's
like as a man, I don't feel like no man that loves their kids, like you know what I'm saying? Because I seem like he really loves his child. I don't feel like no man that loves his kids gonna be with somebody that's gonna harm their kids. Like that's dumb. Like
especially if he got kids of his own with the person. Just my opinion. Like
exactly.
Like
I feel like this is definitely a situation that never had to reach social media. This is something they could have talked about within their family. Like regardless if the baby members don't like each other or not, they family. Regardless.
And that's the main thing I've been trying to say from the beginning. It shouldn't be the whole social media business. Like all this information shouldn't be talked about. Like ARI messed up when she went on the gram and did all that. It's like Gherbo is not the type that like I'm not gonna say like I know him not the type, but like it seems like he's not the type to put all his business out on the gram as far as like
but it was just like that video. That videos would trigger all this. That video him crying about his mother not wanting to have
like that's where it all started.
Yeah, so it's like then you got social media, you got like just these random ass people just trying to talk about how he is as a father. Like y'all don't even know that man. Like that right there triggered him. Like y'all playing with my father who y'all don't even know me. Like y'all don't know what be going on in my household. Like stop playing so much. Like I understand why he said something. But I don't feel like it was necessary for R just to like, all right, let me air out all the business because why you lying like that? You got his number. You could simply be like, if you feel some type of way, you could tell that.
Oh my gosh, can't we drink to that? Like, oh my god.
And then
I don't like people in my business, so I be like, fuck my life. If I feel some type of way about something that my daughter father post on my soul, I'm texting them instantly, like, like this and the third.
And then what made it worse, her birthday was just yesterday. All that shit transpired. Then you got your birthday. Now you about to have mixed comments like, fuck you because of Ari. And then you got people showing you some love. And it's just like, damn, bro. Like,
to me,
who really want to go through that while you pregnant too?
But she's real peaceful though, because let me tell you, a bitch called me the babysitter. Oh, baby. The babysitter, bitch, stop playing so much.
I gotta ask y'all this. Do y'all got I know you do, D. Do you Smiley, do you got siblings, like different father, different mother? Like
my brother got a different mother.
Yeah, so we all do. So how do
y'all
feel?
Always been peaceful between them either. So.
Yeah, I was about to say, how do y'all feel about that? Because I think like we all could speak from our person. Like, all right, well, I could speak for me. Like me, I don't have a relationship with my sisters. Like I have a decent one with the second one. She's a little bit closer to age with the third one. It's like I don't even know. And you know, I'm the oldest, so in a way I kind of felt like it was my responsibility to kind of like, I guess, reach out or be the bigger brother.
Yeah.
But like I always felt like
y'all should reach out too.
Yeah, like I don't know y'all. You know what I mean?
I got a question. These your father kids, right?
Yeah. I'm about to say
that's also another thing. the one thing about siblings was something that I always tell people, it's always different when the kids come from your mother versus they come from your father. The relationship is very different because like when they come from your mother, it's like y'all grow up together, y'all in the house together. Like this really like my same boss sibling, but it's like when it comes from your father, it's like y'all really like y'all cool, but it's like
you
like, no funny.
like,
No.
but that's why I say as a father. Like, because my father made it very important for like me and my brother to always be around each other. So like me and my brother, that's not how me and my brother relationship is. Like we really like cool as shit, close as shit. Like we can talk to each other about everything. She wants some juice.
She just spazzed. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, I said, what's wrong? Come on.
Like
you don't need that.
She threw the bottle like, nah, this ain't enough, dog. This ain't enough.
No, but I just feel like it's like as a father, it's important for you, especially you got kids with multiple women, it's important for you to like have your kids with some type of bond, even if it's like every other weekend or like once out of the month that you get all your kids, y'all do this, that, and the third. Like that part right there is on the father.
Nah, and I was gonna say like that really brought up an excellent point, right? That all the main common denominator is like on our father's side, it won't be the same relationship with the mother's side. But that could just be like, that's the issue with our community though. G shit. All the fathers leaving, like you mess with a girl, creating a family with a woman, right? And then you just leaving and you kind of starting other families. And then it's not like you trying to connect the dots. Like it's a blessing, like you said. Your father had because again, we don't know how like what the fathers and mothers go through because now we older, we understand shit just don't work out how we thought it work out. So we can't be mad that they don't stay together. But like how you just stated with your father, he made sure y'all communicated, y'all was good. So like as you got older, you could somewhat bond and shit like that. As opposed to other people.
I'm not saying me and my brother used to live together and everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. Like with us, we didn't really get that, but like we didn't know until we older. And when you older, you more reluctant to try to meet new people because it's just like, all right, I got to like
you just be
age.
like in your head, you be like, dang, my sister was like
right, like it's crazy. I don't like to look at it like that because like I
but
said,
that's how it be because
that's how it feel though. Because
with you.
2 times, I can really say 2 times that we've all 3 been together in the same room. It was one Thanksgiving, and it was one time that he took us to Iverson Mall to get some cookies. And we was in the food court sitting down. I remember it, though. Those are the only 2 times. And it's like, I got a younger sister who's probably about to graduate high school. I think I know how old she is. She either got to be 16 or 17. I got another one, I think she's 20 or 21. She just turned 21, I think. But like out of all of their lifespan, I could really count on my hands and toes how many times I've even talked to all of them. You know what I mean? Seen all of them. So him not doing a good job in bringing us together, it's like,
it's hard. It's like
it's hard, man. Yeah. It's hard, and that's why I kind of feel your song. Like I feel your song. Like,
but and it's not. I was like the defeat. Like not like. I should defeat that. Let me get it together. So what I was trying to say basically, right? I kind of had a similar experience where I didn't have a lot. I only had one trip with my siblings. Like it was a Busch Gardens. It was like my older brother who I don't talk to no more, and my cousin, my father's side. And like I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I learned how to swim. That nigga just threw me in the water and like.
I think every black person learn how to swim.
That's how I learned how to swim.
Nigga threw me in the water and was just like, you wanna get out, you better swim out. And I damn sure wanted to get out, so I swam. Ever since then I learned how, but like needless to say, fast forward, I got like siblings with my father that I didn't talk to. I got three sisters and 2 brothers. He got 6 kids. Nigga was on the road. But like me, I met my 2 little sisters, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess we communicate. Like my little sister had my number, whatever. We called one time, we text, and like middle school, we wouldn't really talk. But as we got older, and she lived kind of around the corner from my mother's house, I come home, try to see her and chop it up. Like I remember the first time me and her meeting, I came to her crib, and I'm just like, our father ain't had, and do the justice of connecting us, but I'll make sure I can be there for you. And like to this day, like me and her got a good connection. Like it ain't like how my sister on my mother's side is, of course, right? But I still love her, and you gotta build that relationship. So like that can be a hindrance in your son, but I think the thing that he got that we didn't have between me and you, Stacks, is that a father who's trying to bridge those gaps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing where I don't think that will go into play with your son, where he won't build that connection or relationship because his father wants to make sure that happens. Like you constantly see that he involved and intertwined with those two kids all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But like,
man, hold on, I gotta drink it because he really just got me thinking. It's for real though. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like it's something that I ain't gonna lie. I try to disregard. You know, I just try to ignore it or like brush it to the side. But it bothers me. Like it affects me. Like damn. Like why you ain't never try to bridge the gap? Like D said. Like why don't I know them? Like, you know what I mean? Growing up an only child, like you was fortunate enough to have a sister, like your mother had another kid. But like me, I was, you know, alone. Like playing by yourself, doing things by yourself, you hear me? Like it's boring. Like I wanted another sibling, like especially that I had them, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like especially that I had them, like they actually were my blood, my kin. So you know what I mean? It was just like, wow. Not bridging the
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say not bridging the gap or not really taking that effort to really bring us together. Like that's why our relationships is the way they are now. Like they have an older brother, like biologically. I'm not their brother. I'm pretty sure it's a nigga who done way more for them than I've ever done, or like who they go to talk to or console them when I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody else has filled that role throughout their life that I didn't even have the opportunity to get. You know what I mean? Like thanks to my father. But I mean, that's just the life we live, man.
And I ain't gonna hold you. And that's why, as like a community, right, we got to do better as like men. I would say a lot of like, and now it's better in this time where a lot of shit is highlighted. We got the internet and social media. We can kind of see this, and we got a common space to talk about this. So we got a space where we can like grow from. Like back in the day, a lot of people ain't talking about it. You're not holding men accountable about it. It's just like, just do what you do, and we gonna do how we do it. Now it's just like we got a kind of space where we can kind of like talk and have a platform to kind of show like, all right, if you're gonna do what you do, by all means do what you do, but understand that the creations that you do make in this earth, the seeds that you do plant on this earth with his children, they gotta know each other. Like understand, like your selfish act of just doing what you want to do without worrying about your child is can hinder your child's future. Because just like you said, right, it'll be a blessing to know your siblings at an earlier age, where you don't have to feel like that older child. Where some lessons that you could have avoided going through by having this a sibling to talk to or to teach you about shit, or like when you going through shit, having somebody closer to your age to vent to, and that's the main thing, right? We gotta just keep pushing for that, because that's where it's fucked up at. A lot of people dip, like they have a child, dip, go to the next girl, dip from that girl, and keep going on, but don't take care of their children. And that's why, like,
And a lot of
highlight.
things. One thing that like I feel like kind of make men like kind of like it's like when you have a baby, like most 9 times out of 10, a woman's gonna go through postpartum. Postpartum, oh my god, that is like the most
talk about that.
part of your life, and like that could really be like a reason. Like some men can't handle that. It's like a real fragile part of your life right there. So it's just be like you probably think that she changing, but like it's like really she do need you, but it's like you probably might feel like in a way you don't know what to do or how to help her, but it's like all you gotta do is just show up every day. But it's like a lot of men can't handle that because like when after you have when a woman have a baby, she do change. Like she changes a lot.
But like what
Exactly like this is a
happened?
change in her life.
I know it's emotions. I know it's like feelings because you kind of like just like paint a picture for us.
Anything because like I'm about to say what triggered my for me. What triggered my postpartum is like it was something that was going on in my relationship, but that it is like it helped trigger it. So it's like I was just like in like a little depressed mode. Like I didn't. It was just like real bad. But it's like I ain't gonna lie. He stuck through. He tried his hardest to get me out of it. But it's like at the end of the day, I had to help myself get out of that mode. But it's like most men they see that and just be like, nah, I ain't dealing with that. Like the fuck type shit you on. But it's like that's really when a woman needs you the most.
Rogan to the fact that he made sure that you was like,
yeah, nah, man, time, man.
Like,
and you just putting us on game for like when we have our little one, like what we gotta.
No
sometimes
bullshit.
a woman might not go through it, but if she do, just show up for it. That's really all this really be.
And I ain't gonna hold you. That's a fair trade-off, right? Y'all, we gotta deal with y'all emotions and like what y'all go through, but y'all going through the real pain.
Y'all carrying.
Y'all the ones carrying. Y'all the ones having to change in your body for the next 9 months, and then after that, you going through another change with like postpartum, right? Like even physically and emotionally. Like that's the only thing we could do is just accept that. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like a little head going through, that is
and then adjusting to like you got a whole new routine now. Like you're not sleeping, you waking up, you changing bottles. You change. I say changing bottles. You changing pampers. You fixing bottles at like 3 o'clock in the morning. You feel tired. Y'all taking turns. Like it just be a lot going on. It's like a life that you adjusting to. Like I don't feel like it's nothing out here that will prepare you to be a parent. It's just you just gotta do it. Like this is what you signed up for. You gotta do it.
Like, okay, I always wanted to ask this. I mean, because obviously, we all know people with kids, but I want to know, like, to me, this is just my opinion at times. I think it's a fascination behind having kids because at times it can be control, like, of the man, or like, say if you in a relationship with the person, like, oh, I have his kid, like, he ain't going nowhere. Like,
baby don't keep the boy.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Think that.
Man,
like I've always thought that, you know what I mean? Because I always say, like, damn, like, do you really think, like, do you want to be with a person who you feel like you gotta, like, I guess in a way, trap?
I feel like I understand how, like, people, some people, they don't grow up in that 2-parent household. So it was like, okay, I want my child to have this 2-parent household. And it's like, y'all be trying so hard to make it work, but it's like, it's toxic with y'all two together. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, eventually it gets to the point, like, do you want your child growing up seeing you hurt all the time or this toxic situation going on? Do you want your child to have a happy mother or a happy father and y'all just live your life separately? You know what I'm saying?
And I think that comes with a lot of maturity,
man,
too.
Like, Smiley, I mean, maybe it's because we know you really are telling, like, man.
No, for real.
We knew who to talk to, okay?
Definitely.
We knew who to talk to.
Because I think the point that she said, that's like, I don't think is people necessarily understand today is, do you want to be a happy mother and a happy father? Like, it's okay to be separate as long as you love the child. That's the consensus. Like, y'all both love the child, but y'all are both happy within your own life. Because I think people be miserable. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to tell you, like, I was about to say, people be miserable, like you were saying. And like, you don't want your child to think that's what love is, because that's what's going to rot in their whole life. Like, they gonna think a man disrespecting them, or like if
that's love when it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Or
like, you gotta show your child. You always gotta show your child how. You gotta show your child how you're supposed to be loved and how your child is supposed to love someone else, like the proper way to love somebody. Now, granted, if you do break up with whoever you have a child with, I'm not saying that y'all not gonna get back together later down the line, but y'all both might have to, like, sometimes two people can't grow together. They have to grow separately in order to be who they need to be for each other.
Facts.
And so sometimes that little break is necessary.
Hold on, roll get to that.
It's my leg.
No, for real, y'all.
And I ain't gonna hold you, right? Hurt people, right?
That is very true.
And if you not 100% happy, you will never be able to give 100% of your love to your child, and they don't deserve that at all. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because if you going through your own problems, you're not gonna know how to. So you're not gonna want to show affection because you don't feel that for yourself. You don't feel that love, so you're not gonna know how to show that same love. So like you said, like, you gotta understand that you can grow separately and really and build yourself and love yourself to the point where you can give your child, and that's the more of the story, right? Giving your child the best experience, because that's what kind of stem back to, like, even the ARI and the Gherbo thing, right? They want their child to have the best experience in them growing up. They don't want to have an experience where somebody's messing with them or somebody's bothering them and they grow up and that can kind of trigger them and stuff like that. And it's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard as an adult that kind of like, it takes a lot of maturity, I would say, from the outside looking in.
It takes a lot of growing up.
Yeah, the know to dictate. Yeah, to know to dictate how, like, what can hinder a child and what can't, or what's the proper steps to potentially, like, you know, resolving everything and shit like that. But like,
I'm sorry, man. I'm just really just sitting here thinking about it. Like, it's crazy how this shit go though. Like, it really is, because you know, a child is a beautiful thing that you bring into the world. It's a blessing because it's not easy. You as a mother, I know you can attest to that. Like, pregnancy is a scary thing. Your body changes.
I'm about to say it's crazy. And my pregnancy, Lord, like, it was a lot going on in my pregnancy. Like, my daughter father, he ended up getting locked up the last 6 months of my pregnancy. I was in school still. So I'm finishing. I'm trying to graduate from A&T. Yeah. I came home to do my internship. I took all my classes online, and I still was going to work. Still making sure I'm sending money over to the jail. So it was like I was so tired by the time
you was working at the little student job too. Like,
exactly.
Because I remember at school, I remember when you first told me people, I'm like, oh God. I'm like, for real.
I'm about to say, even when I was down there being a little TA, my little students, even they knew I was pregnant. They used to always check on me, this and the third. But my last semester as a senior in college, I came home. I did all my classes online. I came home because it was just easier for me to go to my doctor's appointments, easier for me to go visit her father while he was locked up. So it was just easier for me to be home and maneuver. Easier for me to like actually make like some real money.
And these bitches not as real as you, son. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, you drunk as shit. He's drunk as shit. Nah, but no funny smiley. Like, no funny. Like, nah, man. You real life. I can say from the time I met you, from the beginning I met you, I understood.
No,
like, you was a worker. Like, it was nothing like Monty real life. She'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. Wow, I'm gonna just do it. She ain't care about nobody else. She ain't care about what nobody was doing. I'm gonna get to my money. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just stick to myself. Get to my and that's one thing I could say. Like, as a mother, bro, like, your daughter, like, is gonna be proud to have a mother, like, because you a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes. Thank y'all.
She's in such good hands, for real. Nah, she's in such good hands, man.
Cause no funny, like you said, I'm pregnant and I'm working. I'm still trying to hold down. I'm sending money back, and like, no funny, like that's real woman stuff. Cause a lot of people ain't working. A lot of people when they get pregnant, they get a lot. And granted, they had the chance to, and they earned the chance to relax at times. But like, you like, I understand like what's going on. I understand that I gotta prepare for this. And
then the thing for me, COVID happened. That's what gave me my break. COVID is what allowed me to be like, let's just stop everything. I stopped going to work. I stopped doing my internship. I just finished everything online. Just waited for the semester to be over, and they gave me my degree. And the funny thing about her father being locked up the last 6 months, my due date was April 14th. His release date was April 16th. He ended up coming home April 16th. I had on the 17th. I was like, look at God.
Look at God. I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna hold you. I would have been like, damn, that's a blessing for real. And he got out on the 15th, and the baby came.
He came on the 16th, and we was at the hospital the 17th.
Well, like, we came on the real life the day before. I ain't gonna lie. You come home, you go turn up, you get turned real fast. In the morning, you wake up, your child right there. I ain't gonna lie, that's God real life telling you. Welcome home for real. Yeah, man. Welcome home for real.
Stay home. I think that's God was telling him, stay home.
Yeah, stay home. Yeah, it is. That's what it is right there.
Stay home. They need you, man. They need you.
But no, man, I ain't gonna lie. This is a great episode. We talked about a lot. We talked a lot, especially parenting. Me and Stacks, I know for sure, we learned a lot. Cause we didn't even know. Cause like postpartum, I ain't gonna lie. I got prepared for that now. Yeah. 9 months, I've already prepared. I already prepared for the 9 months. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to just go with the punches and shit. Not saying like I'm nobody pregnant now. I'm not saying I'm prepared now. I'm saying in the future. But like, you know, we knew about that. But postpartum, all right, that's a whole different ball game.
That's a whole different story. Not even that level to say. People be getting used to themselves and everything again. So yeah, prepare for it.
Prepare for it. Hey, well, look, it's a great one. we gonna enjoy this. And when y'all seeing this, it's my birthday. Show love.
Y'all really want man.
Hey,
y'all
yes,
gotta
happy birthday.
Hey, appreciate y'all. But look, y'all really wanna show love. Y'all like, y'all subscribe, y'all comment, y'all gonna cop the merch. Is it merch still on the site?
It's still size.
I don't like that. So y'all really want my birthday? Y'all really want to celebrate me? Y'all go cop a hoodie. Is the shirts available? So y'all go cop a shirt. And I know the varsity for the high, but listen, we high price. All right, this shit is high price. So go get the fucking varsity jackets. All right, listen, it's
all that, everything you said.
Yes,
all
that.
Man. Thank you, Monty, again. This was great.
You, Monty. And then we got our special guest, Harmony.
Oh, she's sleeping.
Oh yeah, Harmony knocked out. Look
at her. She couldn't hang with the big folks. Yes, she's sleeping right now. She was turned though, man. Well, look, great one, y'all. We gonna end it right here. Yes, sir.